Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Today I'll talk about client-consultant collaboration and how it can lead to success of the project. Firstly, the clients. Sometimes the client receives a certain call, a certain message that tomorrow you have to present before Mr. So and so at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning while you are sitting in your office in a different city, at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, in a mind to wrap up. That's a bit unfair. The client should give some prior notice uh, for such meetings. Secondly, in some contracts, there's a provision that out of X number of deliverables, such and such, for such and such report or plan, the fees will be released on submission of the document. Now, the client has to be very careful that submission by itself does not mean that the consultant has become um, eligible for payment. At least they must ensure that the basic requirements have been met so that uh, they don't have to release a hefty amount for, I shouldn't say, half a kilo of trash. It's important to look into that. Uh, then at the same time, consultancy is a stressful job, and the clients should not treat them very harshly. Sending them stinkers and a series of comments one after the other. Uh, yes, they should send the comments, and the consultants must meet their contractual obligations, but should be all to the point and not just for the sake of sending the comments. Uh, and then, while shortlisting the consultants, the client should assess the capacity of the consultant, uh, that they are not uh, overloaded with the project, and the staff they are proposing are not working on another two or three projects. Obviously, that will affect the quality of work. Uh, for the consultants, obviously, everybody wants to have more work, uh, but please do not pick CVs from LinkedIn unless you know those people. Um, in my case, in one or two occasions, this was done, and one fine morning, I received a call from someone. मुबारक हो जी काम मिल गया मैंने कहा, कौन सा काम मिल गया मुझे फलां काम मिल गया I was supposed to be there in a senior position for 2 years in another city. Of course, I didn't want to go. I had they had no consent of mine regarding that, so I didn't go really, and it all ended in a very unpleasant situation. So you got to have the consultant must get the consent. Uh, Consultants, should be proactive, should not be shy of talking to clients, must keep a regular contact with them, and promptly respond to their queries and concerns. They should fully understand what the client wants, what are the needs and goals, and be honest, reliable, and deliver promptly, and go in accordance with the contract. But in fact, within the context of contract, promise less, deliver more. That should be your motto. And take as many projects as you can easily handle depending upon your available staff and resources. Otherwise, it will damage you in the long run. Winning a project gives a sense of a victory and a pleasure, of course, but if you are already overloaded, it can harm you in the long run. Finally, my general impression about the client is, having worked for 4 decades or so, dealing with different clients, the people who are at the helm of affairs of projects, if that person knows the project, he knows what is going on, what is to be done, what should be done. He generally is cooperative, appreciative, and accept what is reasonably okay. But if the client, if the person who's heading that uh, doesn't have a complete grip over the project, he depends a lot upon his subordinates, and he hides his weakness by being sort of impolite to the consultants. And I will sort of tell the upcoming consultants that if this in such a situation, don't get frustrated. Just realize that person has got some weaknesses and be sympathetic. That's it for now. See you next time. Allah Hafiz.